Welcome back, friends, to GTA Online. Today, we have the brand new car that looks like a combination of many different things. This, my friends, is the Zorrusso. The canine very closely based on the Zorrusso by Italian Design. You may remember the GTR that they made, which was interesting. Another honorable mention is the backlights, which very clearly come from a Bugatti Divo. There's a few mixes in this car. The body lines look very much like an old Lamborghini or Ferrari. That Mini is beeping at me like all hell. Anyway, let's get into the shop and show you how much this thing cost me. So this is not a massively expensive supercar. Apparently, though, it's going to be quite good. We've got many color shop choices, and it's, again, 2 million, which opposed to some of the cars we've had recently, the supercars, it is quite on the lower end. But I do like myself a roofless car. The interior looks very Lamborghini to me. Let's try that again with the radio now off, and let's have a quick cheeky listen. Oh, the startup noise is fantastic. That's a 10. That's a 10. Very simple inside. What's it going to sound like? Oh, a slightly different raspiness to the normal Lamborghini-ish style sound in this game. Right, let's get this thing driven. Oh, there's nothing better than having a convertible supercar. There's just something about it. What's better? You got the sound right behind you. The engine is pumping away right behind your back of your head. And it's absolutely beautiful. The sound is probably going to echo like crazy through tunnels. And we're in, again, LA, which is the best place to experience a car like this. But unfortunately, there's no like surround sound effect in GTA. We can't complain. We've got something that looks this great. Honestly, it looks so good. I'm very, very happy with how this car looks. And one thing I want to check before we go to the garage, is this boy all-wheel drive? I should hope so, right? Here we go. Oh, wait. Is it not? I don't think it is. Interesting. They decided not to make it all-wheel drive. Well, that's going to be a bit of an issue, I reckon, in terms of... It's a mid-tier supercar nowadays, which sounds crazy. I spent 2 million on it. Which, yeah.
What can the best mechanic in LS do for you?
Well, you can, for one, make this all-wheel drive. How about a drivetrain swap? That would be fantastic. Thank you very much. Right. Brakes upgrades. We're going to need those. We're going to need the engine upgrades. And now it's time for the exhaust. Now, very strangely, the stock exhausts, they don't look like they have holes whatsoever. I'm very confused. Are they supposed to be like that? That just looks wrong. So anyway, we can actually have split pipes, which means that we have 2 splits on them. I think they just rendered that wrong. That exhaust option is probably a mistake. We've got the angular tip, angular exit, should I say. We've got the carbon angular exits. Oh. What? Oh my god. No way. That is ridiculous. That is back-mounted turbos, and it's straight out of the turbos. That is insane. I didn't think they were going to do anything like that. Like, you see those renders on Instagram and stuff, and they look fantastic. That looks incredible. The front bumper. We can actually lessen the front bumper if you want to, in case you really wanted to do that. I don't know. I guess we go with that, because it's got the canards on the front. I wish I could put the canards on the standard bumper. We've got the front grille, which makes it kind of like the recent Audi Lamborghini initiative to put mustaches on everything. We can just have a big open gaping hole. I'm going to go with the single open. I think that looks pretty cool. The hood, we can have a clean hood, which is very, very welcomed indeed. We've got the streamline. And again, I like the normal hood. Interesting. A lot of the stuff in this car is reverting downwards, opposed to increasing the insanity of it. Lights. The lights are modern. I'm probably going to like them. We've got a nice stripe down the middle. Very, very clean and nice. We've got the black stripes. And down the back, did I actually? Yeah, still got. Oh no, it's the red light. I thought it was part of the flag. We've got the racing designs. Obviously, if we're going to go with something like that, I've personally never ever really seen anyone use the racing stuff unless they're dedicated to racing. At least in the free roam, I never see people do it. The tricolor is the only way to go with this car. Any other option, and you're wrong. There's no rear plate. There are no license plates on this. But let's be real. If you have something money for this, then you very clearly don't really care about the fine for the plates. Fun fact, actually, here in the UK, it is only a finable offence, or you can actually put the roof on, So who's going to do that? It's finable offense to not have a plate, but if you have a plate and it's the wrong dimensions, you can get a fine and points. I know, it's a very, very backward system, but we now have some wangs. We've got a ducktail wing, which looks fantastic. This car looks... Holy poo! That is actually amazing. This car was built as a supercar for me. Who else? Nobody. We need some turbos, obviously, because if it doesn't have turbos, then the back is a lie. The stock wheels look very nice. We've got some tint on the windows. Do we want to change the wheels? I'm not exactly sure what would actually replace these fantastic, fantastic wheels. I think I might actually end up keeping them as a standard. I might end up being pretty boring with this car. There's something about the white on this that looks incredible. And it accentuates the blackness a little bit more. We're going to go with frost white on the back. And then we get to choose a secondary color, which does the wing mirrors and the surrounds of the wheels, which is really, really cool. Does it actually change anything else on the back? It appears... Oh, it's just the engine. That is awesome. That's a nice second tone color, in my opinion. Oh, and it also changes the back of the air filter, the cone filters. That is amazing. Right. What color do we end up going with? I think we should go with something to do with the Italian flag on the front there. The Italy designed colors. We're either going to go with a red, which would be a pretty good choice, or a green. I think a green might be quite nice. Here's the red color. The cone filters in the engine bay looks very, very cool. I wish we could do a split color with red on one side and green on the other. That would look insane. Let's go with a nice green. I think we've pretty much gone through all the greens. This green right here, it makes the filters kind of dark green. I'm going to go with the red. Oh, and it also does the interior too, which is very, very cool indeed. Let's go with the brightest red that they can have, which is definitely the Torino red. Here she is. Oh, baby, you look so good. The wheels looked a bit orange as they were turning there for a second, and I've got 2,000 for good behavior. Thank you so much. I need to have a look at this car. I'm sorry. It's once in a blue moon that we're like, damn, this car looked good. Look at the back of it. That is what the dream, any person my age or younger really, or maybe even a little bit older, really would love to see a rear mounted, like the removal of the bumper and the rear mounted turbos. It looks insane. So we've got a beautiful twin turbo setup here on a very Lamborghini-ish car. I'm super happy. The Aventador is kind of in the door there. You see what I mean? But again, of course, Italy design. Very clearly some Italy design. Right, let's get in and have a quick spin. And off we pop. It looks so good. I love the wing as well. It's very tall. It's in fact, I think, taller than the rest of the car. It is probably the tallest point of the car. If it's not, it is among the tallest points of said car. Go away, Simeon. I don't have time. I don't have time for your cheap cars. We got big balling cars up here with the crazy... You ruined my car. And you know me, I've got to test the turnability, and what? She sticks really well for a rear-wheel drive car. That is glued. I just need a fix because I smashed them up. This would be me. I got a dent. No! No! This just looks so good. When's the last time I made a white car? It's a good question. Right. We're going to take it to the place that I very much would love to take a car like this. And there's some beautiful hills in the distance of the city. Oh my goodness! She had a bit of a slip when she left the ground, which, to be fair, is pretty normal. Considering the fact there's no traction to the ground whatsoever, it is significantly normal. Right, here's where we need to be. Unfortunately, there's quite a bit of traffic, which is quite annoying, considering the fact that I want to go for a nice spirited drive. It makes you think, actually. I know, obviously, traffic is great. It makes it feel alive. But would I prefer to have less traffic sometimes on games? And when we complain about there not being much traffic on a game, is there really something we should complain about? I don't know. I don't know. Like, honestly, I wish there was a extreme traffic option or none, and we could just switch it on the pause menu. Remember pause menus? Back in the day, pause menus would do everything we could possibly want them to do. Nowadays, they pause the game and show us a map, which is fine. It's acceptable. Look at the grippiness. Even when braking, aggressively and turning aggressively in this car. It seems to handle it really, really well. Taking a bit of a different route here. This ain't the normal route. I'm just going to scrape even more, though. I didn't even know this area was here. Can we get in this garden? Yes. Oh, yes. Parking up for the night. See, I would put it in the garage, but unfortunately I can't do that. But there you go. Imagine living here with this car. Perfect. All right. Thanks so much for watching this video. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next video. Until next time, peace.